Before I came in, I'm 50 years old. Before I came in to get help at Sovereign, my life was in shambles. I was having a very difficult time. I started using when I was 14. I started drinking when I was 14. And I went to a juvenile jail and 2 treatment centers before I was 18. And between 18 and 50, which is how old I am now, I've done a lot of damage to my body. Meth has damaged my nerves for the rest of my life. I almost died. I was intubated for 3 days, breather tube down my throat, because of a meth sore. Meth sore got down my throat, and where it opens and closes, it attached to it, so I couldn't breathe. Right before I came here, I sold all my furniture, everything in my apartment, even my dishes, my clothes, and I was laying on the floor with 2 coats, fur coats that had fur in them, in a corner, in a studio apartment, all by myself, coming down off of meth, with benzodiazepines and opiates, which is Oxycontin, oxycodone. And this is my 5th journey to Sovereign. My first journey started a little over a year ago. I went to the Palm Desert facility, I AMA'd. I went to the Chandler, Arizona facility, I AMA'd. I went to San Clemente twice, AMA'd both times. Now I'm here at the one in Culver City, and it's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's smaller, and I've learned a lot more. Sovereign has really helped me. I was probably in Sovereigns for 7 months out of a year. That may seem like a lot, but at least I was alive during those times. Like I said, I came from sleeping on the floor in a corner in my house to my dad coming and saving me, and Sovereign flying me out here to Culver City. And I'm very, very grateful for that, because I don't want to die. I want to live. I have 85 days today sober and 86 days at Sovereign here in Culver City. And what's different is I knew that I had to do it for me. I couldn't do it just for others. It had to be for me. I detoxed for 12 days. Detoxed horribly bad from everything. I did everything. So my detox was 12 days, and then my treatment from there, after 30 days is when I started saying, hey, I gotta stay in these groups. I need to pull out tools, and every day at every group, to make me stay there, I would write something that I got out of every group, and that's pretty much what saved me. And patience, acceptance, because it's a lot of change and it's hard, but it's worth it. I go home tomorrow, and I'm excited about that. What Sovereign does, which I think is great, is that you have to change houses. Well, here anyway, you go from detox, and then you go to another house for RTC, PHP, and then when you get to IOP, they have these wonderful, great apartments. And so they slowly step you down. They just don't throw you out into the world and when you're done with treatment and say you're on your own. Sovereign's a beautiful place. I really, really enjoy it. My plans for the future is that I'm going to a sober living home in Phoenix, Arizona. It's a 90-day program, 90 meetings, 90 days. They have counselors, therapists, and Sovereign lets you look for that stuff, and they help you with a discharge plan. And I'm just really, really happy that I did that AMA this time. And I actually got a certificate of completion and a marble. And I'm not going to explain marbling out, but so in the future, I plan on doing 90 days, 90 meetings in 90 days, and then get a job, get back on my feet, get my own place someday. But I think the sober living is another step down before I just go out, because I think I still need the support, because how many days I have, 86, I think I said. It's not long enough, but I can't stay in treatment forever, so I'm glad that Sovereign has taught me to slowly step down and to learn about patience and acceptance. I plan to go back back to college. I just plan on doing things that I never planned on before. A typical day is we get in a van and they bring us all to here, Sovereign at the center. We all have houses, but for women, there's all houses and there's step downs. And we have groups, depending what level you're on, but usually it's 7 days a week, 6 hours a day. It is hard at first because we don't have a day off, but it's worth it. Because if I could put so much effort into using, I could put a lot more effort into this, if not, yeah. So it was worth it. It was tough. We have a couple groups. We have groups on anger management. We have groups on sexual issues. One for me that was good with the sexual issues is that I was so used to having sexual things with somebody when I was high. I had to be high. So that they teach you how you can do that without being high. That's that group. They give you many, many tools. If you just grasp as many as you can, it'll give you a strong foundation before you go out there into the world. And they have lunch here, and it's awesome. I feel great. I feel a lot better. It's being sober. It's like, and you can get high on life. It's like this great feeling here. And when I first came here, I couldn't figure out how to fill that void that was like in my stomach that I always used to use drugs for to make it better. Because I would regulate myself with drugs, And they teach you meditation. They teach you mindfulness, bringing your mind and your body together as one, and grounding, breathing techniques. There's just a lot that they have, taught me. And so I feel like a new woman. I have lung disease. That's mainly because, I smoked spice, I smoked marijuana, I smoked cigarettes. I smoked anything that I could. So now I have lung disease and nerve damage, which is a part of doing the drugs. So I feel good. I feel like I can breathe again. I don't have to worry about somebody being behind me or where I want to get that next drug. I just try to use that energy now to where I could go and find other things, good things that make me happy. Sovereign Health is very well worth it. I know it's a residential program and there's certain phases. It's worth it. It's worth it. It took me 5 times being at Sovereign for me to finally get my head straight, or straighter. And Sovereign just has a lot to offer, and they really like to help. And you have one-on-one therapy twice a week, and then you have a case manager, and they're really nice here. I think it's well worth it. If you're on the streets and you got a needle in your arm and you're looking through a window watching TV from somewhere, come to Sovereign. It's worth it.